and welcome to this edition of RV&D Reviews. I am Rob.
And I'm Dave.
And the summer blockbuster season kicks off this weekend with the release of Marvel's new movie, Captain America 2: The Winter Soldier. And so today we're going to be talking about the summer blockbusters that we're really looking forward to. When the summer blockbuster season starts and ends varies depending, I guess, on who you are. We've always treated the first weekend of April to the first weekend of September as the summer blockbuster season. I know some other reviewers like the Schmoes knows, I believe they start in March and go until August, for example. But we all, and some reviewers start in May, some reviewers start in June, whatever. So we're going to be talking about movies that we are looking forward to between the first weekend of April until Labor Day weekend, the first weekend of September. And so Dave is here with me, like he has pointed out. So we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, Dave. I got to admit, every year we usually, ever since the beginning, we always managed to pick one movie that we were most looking forward to. Yeah. This time for me, it's been really hard because there's so many movies coming out this summer I actually want to see, and I'm really excited about all.
There's at least maybe 3 that I'm going to look at. A lot of it is nothing I'm interested in. Like this one here, this new Captain America, I don't care to see that because it's set in present day, and I'm kind of over and done with superhero movies for a while because they're just getting real cliche.
This is one of the ones I'm looking forward to because this new movie is supposed to be more of a conspiracy thriller, so it may not necessarily, so it's not going to be exactly like the first Captain America movie, at least from what I heard. That I really want to see how they do this, and how, because I think each superhero movie, like in the Marvel series, when they do sequels to Iron Man or something, they have to step it up, especially after the success of the Avengers, and they kind of did that with Iron Man 3. I thought Iron Man 3 was a very different approach, and I really enjoyed that. What's a movie that you're looking forward to this summer?
It is kind of a superhero movie, but it includes 4 older superheroes that are not as popular now, but then again they are still talked about by a lot of people, especially those who were around when they first were invented, and that would be the Ninja Turtles movie coming out.
Okay.
Which also stars Megan Fox, one of my favorite actresses of all time.
Yeah. I love the Ninja Turtles. I admit I did not see the trailer for this movie as of yet, but I grew up watching the old cartoon shows and the old feature films. I missed out on the cartoon that came out like 10 years ago, the feature film cartoon that came out, I think it was like 05 or something like that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the trailer for it, but Michael Bay is producing this movie, and I know he created some controversy when he said that the Ninja Turtles were going to be aliens and not turtles that got into ooze. I don't know if they're still going with that, but I was on the fence when he said that.
Yeah.
Another movie that I'm really looking forward to is Draft Day with Kevin Costner. That's the drama comedy where they're trying to assemble, a football team, I should say. Mm-hmm. And I think it kind of reminds me, based on what I've seen, it's kind of like Moneyball, where with Brad Pitt that came out a couple of years ago. I think that one looks very interesting to me.
It would be nice to go see a Kevin Costner film, period, because he hasn't done much in the last 5 years. You haven't seen him at all, hardly. He's one of those, not really forgotten actors, but pushed to the side actors, because all these other younger actors are getting all the major roles now. So.
Well, he's kind of making a comeback. He was in Man of Steel, and he was also in that 3 Days to Kill movie that came out a few weeks ago.
Yeah, which I heard didn't do so well. If he's had anything lately, it's just been side roles. He hasn't had the starring roles. Yeah. He's just been doing supporting roles. This is going to be one of his first comeback roles in the movie. Yeah, so I'm waiting on that one by Seth MacFarlane, the creator of Family Guy and American Dad, 1,000 Ways to Die in the West. Yeah. That looks hilarious.
Yeah, I saw one of the trailers, and it does look pretty funny, and I like Ted, so that's another one I'd like to see. Another movie that I'm kind of interested in seeing is the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, I know the last Amazing Spider-Man has been getting some flack because people have been complaining that there's too many. Well, they are saying that it's too soon for a reboot of Spider-Man, but the problem was the Columbia Pictures, I guess, made a deal with Marvel to produce 4 movies, and the people from the original trilogy they after the third one they kind of got tired, like the director and the cast, and they didn't want to do the fourth one, and the fourth one sat in limbo for a while, and then they were going to lose the rights to make Spider-Man movies, so Columbia stepped in there. I really liked this last Spider-Man movie. The original trilogy was definitely more of an action, type of movie, while the Amazing Spider-Man is definitely more character-oriented. I admit the fights and the action's kind of the weak part of the last one, but I really like this new approach of, making it very character-oriented. I like that there's more of a mystery about what happened to Peter Parker's parents that was slightly missing from the other trilogy. I like where they're going with that, and also he's going to be going up against different villains this time. I'm really worried about that because whenever a superhero movie features a villain like Batman or whoever, or going up against like 3 or 4 villains, it's crowded. So I'm wondering how they're going to pull that off, because very rarely am I satisfied with a superhero movie where if they're going up against 2 or 3 villains, it's very hard to fit in. I don't think it's always been completely successful.
I'm take it or leave it with these Spider-Man movies. I'm kind of getting tired of them. They're really just like, to me, they're like overkill. They've made so many of them. I saw the first one, I think when it came out on DVD. I didn't even bother with it in theaters, and it was alright.
Are you talking about the one with Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield?
Yeah, the very first one long ago.
Oh, okay,
a few
the Tobey
years
Maguire
ago.
One. Okay.
And since then, I really haven't even paid attention to any of these new Spider-Man movies. I've never really been a fan of Spider-Man. They were going to make a new Sin City movie. I really liked the first one and all that, and I'm willing to check this next one out. I'm hoping it's going to be like somewhat as good as the other one, or better.
Yeah, because they've been waiting. Frank Miller kept saying they're going to make another. They were going to make 2 more. I don't know if they're going to do it, but that was so many years ago, and I'm like, what? When are you guys going to do it? I liked the first Sin City, so I hope it's just as good.
Yeah, I mean that's based on a comic book, but it's one of the
graphic novel.
It's a graphic
Depending
novel,
on your point of view, yeah.
Like a darker book, basically a noir for younger adults and older teens and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, here's some other movies that are coming out too. The Other Woman, it looks funny, but some of these comedies, it's sometimes very hit and miss when you get to the theaters, but this one looks funny. That's one where turns out this one guy is messing with these 3 women at once, and they all gang together and join forces to get revenge. I am kind of looking forward to this new X-Men movie. Unlike a lot of people, I liked X-Men First Class, even though it was a prequel. I thought it was really good. I thought it was better than Last Stand. And I really liked the last Wolverine movie, and for some reason people didn't like it. I don't know if it's because that movie was more character-driven and not really a superhero movie or what.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
There's Maleficent, with Angelina Jolie, which I'm kind of on the fence about. I might check it out.
I might check that one out. That kind of looks interesting.
Yeah. There's 22 Jump Street. I like the first one, but some sequels, especially with these comedies, I don't know if they would hold up well, but I might check it out.
Yeah.
I really want to see Jersey Boys. It's the film adaptation of the musical about the vocal group, the Four Seasons from the 60s. I'd like to see that.
Did you see the stage play?
No, I never got to see the stage musical.
I didn't either. I didn't have any interest.
I would love to see that. Jupiter Ascending by the Wachowskis, who made The Matrix, I'm mixed about because I didn't see Speed Racer, but I heard it wasn't good. I did see Cloud Atlas, but I had a mixed reaction to it. I liked the intelligence they were trying to do with it, but I was very disappointed in the makeup and some other things that they did with it.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, I would like to see. I mean, I've never heard of them. I don't know if they're going to be in any of the Avengers movies coming up, but there was a thing at the end of the credits of Thor mentioning them. It looks funny. It looks hilarious. It looks like it might... I wouldn't say it's a parody of the comic books, but I'm like, wow, these guys don't take themselves seriously like the other comic book characters, so I'd like to see that.
Maybe I'll look at it.
And then another one that I saw a trailer for is The Giver, which was based on a book. When I was in elementary school, it was very, very popular. Now they're making it into a film, and I looked at the trailer, and it looks interesting, so maybe I'll check that out. So I gotta say, this summer looks good. I just hope it's not disappointing like last summer. Last summer, there was so many good-looking movies, and a lot of them were just disappointing to me. So I hope this one's not...
There's a lot of movies coming in October and December that I'm looking forward to, but that'll be another video, so...
Yeah. Alright guys, well that's our discussion about the upcoming Blockbuster season. Now we're going to open the floor to you. What are the movies you are looking forward to this coming summer, and do you predict that it's going to be a great blockbuster season or a disappointment? Go ahead and post your thoughts, and thank you very much for watching. Again, I'm Rob.
And I'm Dave.
And thank you.